Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining our first webinar in 2024 on fluorescent lamp ban in the UK with LEDVANCE. The webinar will explain why the ban is taking place throughout Europe, why switch to LED, what are the benefits we can gain from switching to LED technology, and much more. My name is Wiem Melki, I'm the campaign manager at Rexel, and our guest speaker from LEDVANCE is Nick Sternberg, technical specialist at LEDVANCE. Nick will be introducing himself shortly. Please note, this is a recorded webinar and will be available to watch on demand on our Rexel website. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, please feel free to pop them in the Q&A box, and we will answer them at the very end. Now passing over to Nick from LEDVANCE.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As introduced, I'm Nick Sternberg. So I'm technical specialist for LEDVANCE UK and Ireland. As you can tell from the accent, I'm not originally from the UK. I come from South Africa. I joined Osram in 2007, so I've been part of the family ever since, and now I'm moving to the UK. I'm part of the UK team. So if we can continue, I'll start. So the ambitious European climate targets for 2030, they would like to contribute 41.9 trillion watts per hour for lighting consumption. That's an estimated of 16.1 million carbon emissions. So this is just a background, so you can see that we comply to European standards, so ROCH for safety and hazardous substances. So we comply to all certifications going with LEDs and previous technologies. So today we basically have this webinar to say bye-bye to fluorescence, and we say hello to LED for the replacements in that type of field. So the changes in 2024, so we obviously are working to the European ban, which is February 2024. So fluorescence will be discontinued going forward from February 2024. I know UK has extended, but because we're a European company and we like to conform with our European colleagues, we also gonna keep it to February 2024 on the ban as well. So are you ready? Is the market ready? So yes, for us, we see that the market is ready because it's a win for everybody. So you don't lose on anything. So the biggest impact that we've seen, so we did a market research in 2022. So in 2022, as it stands with CFLI and fluorescent, there was basically 29% as a market share in that aspect of fluorescence and CFLI. So it's not a great deal in terms of changing going forward because guys have already started moving forward. So what is the replacement strategy? So for us, we would like to work with our customers and their budget requirements. In some circumstances, the budget requires just a retrofit. In other circumstances, they have a bigger budget, so they can maybe do a full changeover of new luminaires for the application. So as LEDVANCE, we like to work with our customers just to ensure that they're getting exactly what they need. So there's 4 ways we can help you switch to LED. So 1, we have a retrofit option. 2, we have a conversion option. 3, we have an upgrade option, and 4 is a new installation. So with the retrofit, as it says, it's a 1-for-1 exchange. So in certain applications, you can continue to use the same control gear by just switching out the fluorescent to the LED, and it should work from there. If you have any questions on how to get that, we do have a tube finder, and it will basically tell you if your tube is compatible with the control gear that's within the fitting itself. Second one is the conversion. In certain applications, you might want to convert the fitting completely. So if the control gear is not compatible, then you can convert it into straight mains. In most cases, if there's a dolly installation, we do have dolly tubes and a dolly driver. So you would take out the old dolly drivers, replace it with the new dolly drivers with the new LED tubes, and then you've got your dolly application back again. Then we've also got an upgrade. So on typical older luminaires, sometimes it's a little bit fragile and brittle. So we do have, in this application, we've got a linear batten. At the bottom of the linear batten, we've got a couple of magnets. So basically that will stick onto the existing luminaire, and then you've converted that fitting and upgraded it into a new LED fitting. And then new installations, we got a magnitude of fittings to replace certain luminaires. So if you've got a 6x6 fluorescent and there's an application where the guy can replace with the luminaire, then we can offer a panel. We have a magnitude of panels as well. So we've got the standard panel, then we've got the UGR19 for glare. We've also got DALI panels as well for those applications where DALI is required. And with our panels, we also have an emergency kit as well. So we can offer an emergency solution for that as well. What can we gain out of switching to LED? So low maintenance cost, as you understand. LEDs have a higher lifespan compared to traditional lamps. So your maintenance costs reduce because you don't have the need to change lamps as often. So with LEDs, they can last up to 3 times as long as conventional. Second would be energy saving. Because LEDs are energy saving, you can save up to 80% on your electricity bill compared to traditional lamps. So it's a win in that application as well, where you save some money on the electricity bill. So switch to LED, save money, save the environment. So we only have one planet, so we have to save the one planet that we live in. So by doing a little bit with LED, we get to save the planet that we live in going forward. So increase in efficiency. So the biggest improvement potential is intelligent control of the luminaires. So in some cases, you can work with infrared or light sensors as well. So you can reduce your energy bill by dimming down as the light penetrates through the window as well. Our latest innovation across the sustainability area. So we've got indoor retrofitting. Then we've got light management systems. So that would be your DALI installations where they're basically running off a building management system. Human-centric lighting. So that's quite nice for hospitals. So that works with circadian rhythms for your brain. So you can simulate sunrise, sunset. So your brain pattern works well in the working environment as well. And then we also have urban outdoor luminaires. That will be your floodlights and your street lights. So on our website, as I mentioned earlier, we have the lamp finder. So on the website, if you go to systems, you'll find lamp finder. When you click on that, this screen will come up, and then you click on get started, and then it will basically ask you if you got a description of the lamp or what control gear your lamp uses, and then it will spit out information of what lamps are compatible. And from there, you can work out which lamps you would need. So as you all know, Osram was our first company. So we've done away with the Osram branding on all our boxes and our lamps. So we're moving solely onto LEDVANCE. So LEDVANCE, we're advancing in LED. So hence the name LEDVANCE. So all our stuff going forward will be branded LEDVANCE. So you won't see Osram on the boxes on any of the newer products. Thank you. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer. If something I need to get back on something, I can always get your details and we can pass it on that way. If there's any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, Nick. There's a question box on the right. If you guys have any questions, please pop them in. I'm gonna give it like 1 minute if anyone has questions for Nick. We have a question about what solutions does LEDVANCE offer as an alternative?
As an alternative to what type of product?
The lamp. The lamp.
When they say lamp, standard, what we used to know as incandescent lamps, or what type of lamp?
I think the standard one.
The standard. So we do have a range of LED lamps to suit the incandescent. So we know them as classic A's. So we've got the filament range in that aspect. We've also brought out the 1906, which is a slightly more decorative. So that has a gold tinge smoke, and we've also got the black smoke glass. In terms of the old halogen, so the PAR 16, which was the 220 volt lamp, we've got LED replacements for that as well. Then with the MR 16, which is the 12 volt lamps, we've also got LED replacements for that. Those lamps have been in circulation for a long time, so they are readily available in the market.
So there is a question, what are the challenges or concern you foresee regarding the implementation of the ban?
At the moment, we don't see any issues with the ban. I think it's a global ban that's taking place. The reason for the ban is obviously efficiency, and then also with fluorescence, there was some hazardous material with inside. So they're doing away with that just for environmental safety going forward. At the time when those were produced, that was the only technology available. So I don't see any issues with switching over to LED.
Thank you. What opportunities do you think the ban presents for innovation and sustainability in lighting solutions?
That's a good question. So yes, sustainability is a big thing at the moment. So as LEDVANCE, for sustainability, we working as Everloop. So now it's back to certain drawing boards, so we can improve on certain luminaires, because with the old traditional, you would change the control gear, you would change the lamp and move forward. With LED, sometimes it's a little bit difficult. So as a company, we also developing new luminaires. So later on, you can basically take out the LED module, replace it with a new LED module, and same with the driver. So for sustainability, yes, it is something that is in progress, and it is something that we're working on. So for sustainability going forward, I actually think we might be in the same position as with previous technology, where we might potentially at the time have something available for certain products.
Thank you for that. I think that's all the questions we have for now. As I mentioned in the beginning, if anyone has any questions and would like to follow up on any of their projects, please feel free to email us at marketing@rexel.co.uk, and we will put you in touch with the right experts to help you in your project and business. Thank you so much, Nick, for the presentation today, and we are looking forward to have more webinars in 2024, so stay tuned.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.